Today we're going to talk about Mac Tool's new heated outerwear clothing line. So let's get started now. Hey YouTube, before we get started, you'll notice I'm wearing pink. I'm wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, okay? Now it is September, however, these are Mac Tool's Lehigh Valley line of cancer awareness shirts. If you want to show support for breast cancer awareness and you want to do it with Mac Tool's Lehigh Valley, head on over to our Etsy site and you can order your own Mac Tool's Lehigh Valley breast cancer awareness clothing. A portion of the proceeds are going to go to benefit the Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. Also, there will be limited supply on the truck, but it does take 3 to 4 weeks for you to get these. They are made as they needed to maximize the money that I can donate to Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. So head on over to our Etsy shop, stop in the truck, and I can order it for you, or I may even have it in stock. But you can see everything that we have over on the Etsy page. So let's get back to the video. Okay, so Mac Tools outerwear, heated, runs off the Walt batteries. Now I'm going to show you about this clothing line. Now the clothing line consists of 4 main items. There is the men's outer jacket. There is a hoodie, zip-up hoodie. There is a vest, and there's also a woman's jacket, okay? Today, I've got the woman's jacket out. We're going to talk a little bit about it and what it does and the benefits of it and things of that nature. So let's get to it. Okay, so out here we have the women's heated outer shell. This has 4 heat zones. The sweatshirt has 3, as well as the vest. The vest also has 3, so there's nothing in the sleeves on those. There's also nothing in the sleeves on the women's, but the men's, that has 5 zones, and it's basically across the front and across the back. So there's 5 zones on the men's jacket. So depending on what you're looking for, might be the right for you. A little later, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on these and what I've done, because I've had heated jackets for a few years now and used them. And this one I'm really impressed with. The others that I've bought are, you know, did the job, but these actually, something about them, there's a few things about them that I like, and attention to detail. And I'm very much a person that's attention to detail is important to me. So let's take a look at the coats and see what they have. So it is a 2-tone, gray and black, which is nice. And of course it has the front pockets like most coats would have. It also has a pocket up in the breast up here. That's where kind of, you know, you kind of expect that things. The inside of the jacket is the power button. I like that, because on mine coats and heated things, it was always on the breast, on the front, and you would walk around, it's all lit up, and people are like, what's that? What's that? What's that? And so I like the fact that this is gonna, you know, have that look of just a normal jacket. It is embroidered with Mac Tools, so that's very nice that it's actually embroidered and not somehow stamped or printed on there. But getting into the heated element, that's really what we are looking for. So opening up the jacket, you have the power button, and then you have an inside pocket, and it's quite deep. And this goes all the way down to here. So it is a deep pocket, great for a cell phone or something of that nature. You also have a pocket on the inside down here, okay? And then on the back side, and it's kind of, you know, right here on the side, there's another pocket, and that's designed to be the pocket for the battery. Now, that could be in kind of a strange place depending on what you're doing. If I'm driving, I may not want it there. That might be, you know, especially if I have seats that are very seats that really grip you. I know my Camaro, the seats are a little wider and kind of a muscle car, but I can tell you that in my daughter's old Porsche, those seats grab you and they're tight, and this would be very uncomfortable. What I like about this jacket is you see this wire here? This wire is actually so that you can decide where to put it. So you can actually put the battery back here. You can put the battery in here, or you can put the battery in here. There are little slits in the pocket so that you can run the cable through there. So it gives you the option of putting it wherever, that battery, wherever you decide. Okay, so that's a great feature. That's probably the feature I love the best. You can put it on the outside, you can put it in the pocket, or you can put it on the inside, either inside pocket. Now, why might you want to put it on the inside and different things like that is, again, comfort. That's one of the big things, is where it's going to be. But that's the battery it comes with. This coat runs off of our DeWalt battery platform. Now, why is that a benefit? One, if you have DeWalt tools, you're going to have the batteries. So you can use different ones. You can have multiples. You can have long-term ones. But not only that, think about this. In the summertime, when you're not wearing this jacket, you got a battery for your power tools. So that's a really great feature. But there's more. It also comes with this. This is your main, this is how it works. So you're going to slide this on top, okay? And then, where do we put that wire? We can plug it in. As you can see, it lights up. So you got to hold it for a few seconds to get it to start. And all jackets, they're going to flash in the beginning here until it warms up, and then it's going to change color. But look at this. It's got a charger for your cell phone. Not only is it going to power your coat, but let's face it, in the cold, your cell phone is not going to last as long. The batteries don't last as long in the cold, and you can plug it in and you can get it to go. You know, not only with all these pockets, you could put a couple batteries in here, you know? Put a battery in the back, put a battery in this pocket, have the charger in it, put the charger in this pocket, okay? So now you've got 3 batteries that you can just swap them out, and it's going to run your cell phone all day as well. Your tablet, whatever you need, that's a USB charger. So that's some things that are just great about this jacket. You know, there are other things. You could, most of these things run off of power banks. And, you know, honestly, the power banks I don't use. I don't need a power bank. I do charge things in the truck. Normally, there are very few times I need a power bank. And typically, by the time I need it again, it's pretty well shot. Like every year I'm buying power banks. But with this jacket, all you're going to need to do is go ahead and get a couple more batteries. And if you haven't seen, they make a 4-volt battery, twice the size, you know, but it's a flat battery. So there are options for you to get on this. This is going to run any 20-volt system. The bigger the battery that you want, the longer you need it, you know, you're going to have that ability. Okay, so it's still warming up. I want to let that warm up a bit. It's actually getting nice and warm. I mean, this is already pretty darn hot across the back. Yeah, I can feel, you know, yeah, it's getting really warm, and it's still warming up. Okay, so it's still flashing red, which means it's still warming up. Let me tell you about what I think about the jackets. Now, the outer jackets are great, and they're nice, but for me, unless you're going to be inside all day and you need a jacket just to get you back and forth to the office or to an event or something where you're going to be inside, this is going to be fine, okay? If you're not wearing a lot of layers, if you're just, oh, I'm going to an event and I got to wear a dress shirt, it's going to be hot because there's so many people, this is a good item. However, in my opinion, if you work outside or you're doing something of that nature, or you're in just a cold environment where you're going to be using this for a good part of the day, I recommend either the hoodie or the vest, and here's why. This is going to be your outermost layer. If you're going to a football game and you're going to be sitting there for hours, okay, you're going to have, if you're going to a cold football game, you're going to have long underwear, you're going to have a t-shirt, long underwear, a shirt, maybe a sweatshirt, maybe a sweater, something like that. And then this is going to go on top of all that, okay? When I was working in a very cold warehouse, I had the hoodie. And the reason I had the hoodie was because with the hoodie, I would wear a long sleeve Under Armour shirt, and then I would wear the sweatshirt. I'd wear another sweatshirt on top of that, and then if I needed it, a jacket, okay, depending if it was really cold. By doing that, I brought the heat in, and I've actually created it in the insulation. Now, you could not put this right up on your skin. Like, you want to have a couple layers because it does get hot. But I could have that close enough that I always had another layer on top of it to help insulate it, because on the outer side, I mean, this is, it's great, but it's in between two pieces of fabric. Not only is heat coming in, it's going out. So if I had another barrier to push that back in, it helped. And I saw a big difference in doing that. So my recommendation is either the sweatshirt or the heated vest, which is a reversible fleece. These will work very well. And it's going to depend on your situation. Like I said, I was working 10 hours in a warehouse that was not heated and doors were open regularly in the middle of winter, in the middle of the night. It was cold. That was extreme. Depends on what you're looking for you. So once it's on, you can hit the button and you have high, which is red, medium is white, blue is low. Okay, so high, medium, low. Okay, depending on how cold it is for you, that's what's going to determine what you need. Again, long press will shut it off. So there, in a nutshell, is the Mac Tools heated outerwear lineup that was came out a couple weeks ago in the flyer. However, we're just getting them in today. In the comments below, tell me what you think. Do you think that do you like the idea of going with a sweatshirt or a vest to go underneath something else, or would you prefer your outermost layer to have the heating ability? Put it down in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.